Hello and welcome to Jo-ttack on Titan. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And this is our Attack on Titan arc by arc podcast review discussion thing.
Season 1 finale.
Yeah, so we're talking about episodes 23 to 25, which is the end of season 1. We made it, Sam.
I finally get to see shit I've never seen before.
Well, soon. First, you need to suffer with me and talk about these 3 episodes. So it's crazy to think this ended in 2013.
Yes, and you got that really funny end credit teaser, and then how long did it take to get to the next season?
Season 2 premiered in 2017.
Jesus.
So it took us a good 4 years. 3.5 took 4 years before we saw a follow-up to the teaser at the end.
It's so fucking stupid. I'm pretty sure it's not like what happens at the end. It's just a teaser of the next Titan.
All right, so let's talk about the arc first. So this is it. This is like the climax of season 1.
Jim's climactic coom to Annie arc.
Annie does the coom face.
Yes.
She has the moment. Okay, but so yeah, basically let's just go. This is a really quick compared to our last one. This is going to be a quicker one. Annie has a bit of focus here.
Yeah,
one might say she has a lot of focus.
Yeah, because we kind of get the military police. We meet like 2 characters that are there's like 3 named characters in this, but like 2 of them seem like the younger ones that seem that probably will be important, or maybe they'll change side when the political drama starts.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes when Attack on Titan is like making new characters or when it's making like characters that are gonna die like at the end of this arc.
Yeah, well those 2 didn't, because there's Joshu, Marlo, and the girl you like too. It's a very Hitch.
I love Hitch.
It's a very smug looking motherfucker.
She's a little smug bastard. I think she's funny.
A dastard.
I also love her haircut. I think why I like her so much is her haircut.
Sure.
I feel like I've never seen that haircut in an anime before. She has like a curly, like short, like a shoulder length hair. I really like it. It's good.
Interesting.
But so yeah, Annie. So Hitch is kind of like dissing Annie. I don't know if you caught this, but like
everybody like Annie like it's like just like how she was with like I guess our crew, where she was like very quiet and distant with everybody.
Yeah, Eren even mentions later like she always acts bored and she says like everything's stupid.
Baka. she was thinking Baka, but not saying Baka.
Yeah, she's a quiet tsundere.
Sure. Or yandere.
She's not even really like a tsundere. She's more just like a sleeper agent.
She's a yandere. She fucking murdered a lot of people, but then didn't want to murder a lot of people at the same time.
Yeah, but so Hitch is like dissing her by not waking her up for like roll call. So she wakes up late for roll call, but she also has some flashbacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like no one gives a shit in roll call because literally the guy comes up, give them their plan, this goes off to play poker.
Yeah, it just is like. It's like comical how corrupt we see the military police here. Like later on when they start going on their like patrol, there's like guys that are just like taking bribes.
Yeah, the whole first half of the episode is just military police suck. There's guys doing bribes, selling equipment to the shady black market. Who knows who the fuck they're selling them to?
Life is always portrayed as pretty hard or bad in the wall, but like so this is the innermost wall. This is the first time we see like
it's like do you want
the highest level, and they also have horrible life like, there.
Do you go to poverty or do you go to the corrupt, like shadowy ass motherfuckers that are just like can kill you in broad daylight and probably be fine?
Even like the religious people are hated. Like we see a scene early on with like one of the religious guys.
Yeah, well, like everybody, because like this is a running gag of just like people inner monologues would just go over when the rich guy starts like yelling in the streets or something terrible will happen to him, like it does in the church.
Annie's butt.
Yeah,
squishing him.
He really hates the churches off there.
But yeah, we get a lot of focus on this character Marlo, Joshu, as you said.
Yeah.
About him wanting to be like a good person, and he doesn't accept the bribe.
Yeah. And hey, maybe he's a Titan instead. Maybe I got him and Marco mixed up.
But yeah, Annie has a really interesting line with him where she basically is like, if people like you ran the world would end because like.
You're too good.
Yeah, but she's also dissing him by saying that he's not as good as Eren. He reminds her of Eren, but like she thinks of Eren as someone that will like go to any length to accomplish his goals, and like Marlo clearly shows that he is not committed enough.
I told you, like it was Eren, he would sick Mikasa on them and just murder them with no problem or no hesitation.
Yeah, so basically, like the scene. So Marlo gets like beat up by two guys, two like other military guys, and Annie literally says like, "Kill them. I will help you." Like Annie literally, she's fucking pot committed. She's like, I will vouch for you. Kill these guys." And he's like, "I can't do it. I'm too good."
I'm a big fan of murder, except when I'm not.
I think Annie is literally just like so doomer pilled. She just doesn't give a fuck. Like,
cause like the weird thing, cause like she has no problem killing anybody with that fucking like any symbol on their back. Whereas civilians, she was actively trying to avoid civilians and running on the running away.
yeah, Annie does get like an interesting scene here. I think it's a little bit later. It might actually be like in the scene. She says something about how like she wants to protect the weak that get like swept up in the current of like other people's issues.
Yeah.
Which I think is really interesting because that's not really a side of Annie that we've seen.
No.
Because we've only seen her as like kind of a sadistic or careless person. The only thing she cares about is Armin. She shows a little bit of care towards Armin, really.
Yeah, that's why he's the one that like motivates her to like, either attempt to get her for the plan. Because Armin is the talker of the group because you gotta send Mikasa or Jean.
Yeah. So yeah, what we learn is this is about a month after the last arc ended.
Okay.
There's like a little offhand line. So it kind of brings us. It's similar to like the last arc where we start in the action and then we get a flashback explaining things.
Yes.
So during this so they're bringing Eren to the capital because Eren is going to be turned over to the military police.
They're gonna do like a court thing and then basically assume he definitely is going to be turned over at that point.
So what they've actually done here, which we found out through flashback, is
100 IQ Armin figured it out because she had Marco's gear because that was the gear she used to get past the inspection. They're gonna look at the gear of a dead man.
So okay, this is one thing I want to talk about. So Annie killed Sonny and Bean.
Yes.
The Titans.
Yes.
Why do you think she did that? I'm like literally curious. Like, what was her motivation here?
To stop them from getting any more info on Titans, because maybe there's some weird like physiological thing that maybe they could after a certain while they're just revert or maybe they have some kind of intelligence after not feeding. I don't know.
Because we see like with Hanji's with them, they're all different. Like they seem to have like different personalities. Yeah.
Yes. It's like it is like an animal just to have like certain personalities of like some are more polite, I guess, or more better behaved, and some are more jumpy and snappy, or maybe with a weird Titan thing where she just wants to put them out of their misery.
Oh, maybe.
But I don't know like how what are the orders of these transforming Titans or where they get their orders from or like because it could have just been an order and like I don't know who ordered them to do that. Or like when to attack the gates, or when to like why they sent Annie out there specifically to go get Eren when they had a hostile Titan probably could have done it as well. Like I don't know the rules right now because I only know season 1.
Yeah. So yeah, just going for
because obviously with speed because like hostile Titan is just the running shoulder tackle one.
That's the armor Titan.
Yeah, armor Titan.
Armor Titan's the one that like shoulder tackle.
And like hostile Titan for speed. I guess Annie's just like. And I feel like if it's armor, like it probably would have been safer just to go into the woods and not get like attacked by like in like because it's naturally armored, so they probably would have had a way harder time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean, I just think it's interesting. So yeah, like Armin puts together the whole plan, and he's like, "Oh wow, Annie's the one." And so through these flashbacks, we see Eren is like, "No, she's my friend."
Eren's going through that like Danganronpa thing of like, "No, they can't possibly be the friend of like the murderer." Just like. They can't possibly be them, and then again that realization, no, it all adds up. Like, my favorite thing would be Mikasa, like, oh yeah, she had the same face as Annie. I'm like, thank you, Mikasa.
That part is really funny, because it's like, so many people are probably screaming at their TV, like, yes, thank you, Mikasa.
There's even a scene where Eren, like, puts it, like, together, like, flashes, like, them together, and it's, like, 100% matches.
Yeah, so, the scene is, he remembers the part where she, like, squares up and, like, kicks him.
Yeah, because it didn't show, because before he just did the samurai thing we said last episode, but this one actually shows, like, the kick go through and, like, just destroy him. Yeah, she does.
He remembers the training.
The sort of Muay Thai stance she has.
Another thing. So this is a tiny little detail, but so Armin knows that it's Marco's gear because we see like
he helped repair him, and that's something we've seen like a couple times as well.
Did we see? Because
I'm pretty sure it flashed a little bit of him working with.
We see a scene of it in this episode, but that's like I feel like their training camp is so glossed over so quick. Like,
yeah,
it seems like that would have made me care about Marco more before he died.
Yeah,
because like Marco is like a character.
He had one scene with Eren when him and Reiner go talk about like bring him out to like the mountains or whatever that one time.
No, that was Bertolt.
That was Bertolt.
Yes,
haven't seen him in fucking how long.
He was in the background of the last arc a little
Bertolt, Beast. Bear.
Sam saw the
monkey.
Sam saw the next episode. It's called Beast Titan, and his mind has been racing.
Monkey.
Where was I? Okay, so
so they go into their plan. She puts on her ring that I remember now. That's how she transformed and everything. But like the plan was like basically drag her to like an abandoned basically evacuated part of the city. Basically get her underground. So if she transforms, she's just immobilized. She can't like grow.
Yeah.
And that's the plan. But they have like a bunch of people ready to ambush her, and she doesn't do it. She knows the trap. They basically call her out and they explain everything, like how they figured it out and everything, and kind of just like why do you do this? Why do you kill so many fucking people?
I think I love this episode the most out of this first season. This is episode 23 we're still on.
She's like, damn, Armin.
It is really like painful because like everyone's at a different, like, all the characters are in totally different states. Like,
Mikasa's ready to fucking murder.
Yeah, Mikasa is dead. Like, from the beginning of the episode, she's convinced that Annie must die, because Annie's the Titan.
And
Eren is in total denial.
She's a sexual threat to her.
Yes. Eren is in total denial. He doesn't want to believe it. He refuses to believe that Annie could do it.
We had one moment in training camp. I can't believe it.
Yeah, Armin has, like, this whole time, he's, like, really trying to get her trust in a really earnest way, and he's it's like you can see him hurting.
He's like, don't do this, just go down here and work with us, don't fight, please.
Yeah, the part when
you killed enough people.
Yeah, the way they're both parties are talking around it, it's like, this is why, like, this director is so good for this series.
And then Mikasa was like, nah, we gotta fight right now, let's go.
Yeah.
But then, like, the ambush springs, and, like, some of the fucking funniest parkours just have with the funniest character model. Like, this fat guy just, like, parkouring.
Yeah, they have, like, I guess they're just, like, scout guys dressed up as civilians.
Yeah, and they basically get her arms, she's just about to bite, with a misdirect because her, like, ring comes out with a spike, and she just gets her thumb off of it and transforms.
You forgot about the coom face.
Oh yeah, Jim's gonna make the thumbnail. I can't forget.
Yeah, so Annie has like the greatest reaction. So this whole time they're kind of like testing each other.
It's her face like, on the hoodie.
On the Ahigo?
Yeah, the famous hoodie the
Asiago hoodie.
Yes.
But so like I don't know, I just love this scene because like they're both kind of like testing each other, like seeing who's gonna reveal the information first, and then eventually Annie just breaks and she's just like, fuck this, like everything has gone wrong, like it's just time for me to go like crazy mode.
I'm out.
And she has her coom face, and then she starts like laughing hysterically, which is something that like seeing her do it, it's like, holy shit, like this is crazy.
When you see this like the stone face character just fucking go nuts essentially.
And then yeah, the episode ends with her transforming, and it's like such a
really cool transformation.
It's so cool. It's such a great moment, and it's like
I can't wait for the animation budget to go down from like that.
That's the thing. Like season one has a lot of scenes that are like not well animated.
Yes,
but the scenes that are really well animated are some of the best.
They make up for it.
Season 2 and 3 might have the best. Actually, season 3 might have the absolute best fight, like the animated scenes. But season 4 definitely.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't like the CG Titans. I'm gonna complain about the CG Titans.
I mean, you told me that, like, I was like, oh no.
Just all the Titans just become CG, and it's sad. It makes me sad.
I wonder, like, they're fast when they kind of like sped up the animation for them, like having a normal running animation and speed it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder how they did like some of those.
They might have. I don't know. It's really, I mean, the animation is just incredible in this first season. Like when it wants to be good, it's great.
Yeah.
But so yeah, and so episode 24. This is actually when we see all the flashback stuff. Everything. So that's why I love episode 23 so much, because it kind of jumps right into the final arc, and it wants you to pay attention to all the details.
They figure everything out right away, so because they don't have much time to enact this plan, so they gotta just go right into it. and we kind of get like a lot of stuff like them running away from her and like the tunnel. Like there's like running through like the underground, but she's like smashing it. And kind of have to go like, Eren, you gotta fucking transform. Right? We know you're holding back.
Yeah.
Mikasa has the scariest Junji Ito face I've ever. like you like her more than a friend, don't you, Eren?
There was a hilarious moment when we were watching this where so we see them run into the tunnel like to get away from Annie, and then there's like a couple like
jobbers,
NPC guys that are like, "Hey guys, come over here," and you were like, "They're dead," and then you said foot, like literally the second that Annie's foot crushed them through the tunnel. It was like the most perfect timing ever.
It was set up perfectly for it.
And then so they also bring up this idea that Annie basically bet that she wouldn't kill Eren with that. Like,
yeah,
it just shows that Annie, like before how we mentioned the whole thing with Sasha saying that like a backed animal screams, like Annie has been put into a position where she literally has no choice but to like bet on her choices here. Like nothing is for sure.
Yeah,
like, they really caught her off guard.
Yeah, so there's basically a lot of arguing. They're gonna like try to so Eren can get his shit together because just fucking get an objective. Fucking fight the girl that killed like so many. Like just have him like tell him about. Remember what he did to Petra and everybody else in that squad, and he would probably immediately like, yeah, you're right. He fucking murdered like good people and saw the fucking family that encountered like stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just I think Eren is finally like because. It's funny too because the thing that ends up getting him to trigger is like he thinks about
after getting
the people that the Titans have killed
after getting crushed and pierced by more rubble.
Yeah, like he's really struggling with connecting the idea that one of his friends could be a Titan.
Yeah,
which is ironic because he's literally a Titan. Like it just
I'm
shows
fighting
how
for humanity. None of my friends can be fighting against humanity, kind of thing. But at the same time, like we have like Erwin gets a really cool like briefcase gear ready to go, and Jean just like, I'm tired of being this guy. I'm going out there. Like, yeah, balls, go.
The joke of Jean like dressing up like Eren.
They stop calling me Eren.
Yeah, he gets like triggered when someone calls him Eren. He's like, never call me that name again.
Shithead name.
Jean does get a lot of time to shine in this little final arc.
Jean's another main character.
He really is actually.
He's the fourth like main character like right now. With Levi at number 5.
Wait, someone...
What?
Oh, there's a part where... So, Jean does make it to Eren's corpse. Well, before Eren, like, becomes a Titan and he's pinned down by, like, 15,000 rocks. One of the things that Jean says is, remember Marco. Like, remember how our friend died because of the Titans. Like use this as your motivation to transform. And, yeah, it isn't until he remembers, like... Marco and like his mom and like all the other people he saw die when he
mostly his mom. It's the easy trigger to like, oh yeah, this is why I'm killing all the Titans for.
And that's what he says. When he transforms, he says, "I'm gonna kill all the Titans," and his face gets all gross. I love that part. It's really cool.
It's really good. And then then he fucking finally transformed for the next episode, and where he like literally just does a fucking punch to her face, and it's like not as good as the first Eren punching a Titan face, but it's still pretty damn good.
It was cool. Oh, wait, before that, there was another scene where Hanji tried to do the trap.
Yeah, they tried to do the booby trap. It didn't work.
And the scene before, when Hanji's waiting to bring the trap, she is, like, literally, like, cooming.
Yeah. I mean, she always does that. But, yeah, they basically try to do the same capture plan. It doesn't work.
She has a really funny moment with Annie where she's like, I'm gonna devour you. Like the Titans devoured you before, which is great. But yeah, so then Eren does the big epic anime punch.
He fucking threw it into a church that just crushes like a bunch of people because fuck the church.
Annie's ass slams into a church. But it's very funny.
But Jim's like, God, I wish that was me. And then, but what I noticed is like when she gets up, she like realizes what she killed civilians, and it looks like she kind of feels bad and runs away from. So Eren doesn't fucking get them to kill civilians in like the background.
Yeah, she's pretty like that shot where she looks down and sees like the fucking corpses in her hands is pretty cool.
I'm just like, why does she have no problem killing like the fucking
her friends?
The friends and like other basically anyone with like a symbol, but no problem killing like it doesn't want to kill civilians at all.
Because that's where like kind of going back to what she said in the beginning of the episode about like wanting to protect the weak.
Yeah, because she didn't. I guess she wasn't part of like the armored colossal titan thing where they literally let everything in to like kill all civilians, where Annie only went after Eren like isolated. Like
She did, yeah, and all the other like guys.
She didn't go to kill civilians. She just went to go get Eren. Why she wanted to capture him alive? Who told her? I really want to figure that out. But
it's the mystery box.
The monkey behind the crack in the
wall. Also, okay, so I want to talk about the church really quick. So I love the detail that like while they're praying, they like recreate the walls. Did you notice that?
That's what they were. Okay,
yeah, because they're like in rings. Like
that's cool.
They're in like 3 rings, and they're all like interlocked.
Is that why the outer one got crushed?
Well, they all got crushed
except for the priest.
And yeah, the priest. So if you remember, I don't know if you remember,
he survived the first episode.
Yes, but he also says, don't. He said, "Don't let her get near the wall."
Yeah.
Why did he say that?
Because the monkey.
Because there's Titan in the wall.
Because the monkey is gonna look through the wall. Because the first thing you see. I'm not sure because like she was just trying to get to the next layer of the city, right?
She was just trying to climb and get out. Yeah.
Just the monkey sitting there waiting to peek his eye for his moment.
Oh yeah. So during this, like Erwin gets arrested for treason, and he's
he's very honest about everything. Like, this is your plan? Yeah.
This is more reason of like Erwin has like lost his humanity. Yeah. Like he's like, I don't care that all these like children. There's oh my god, the scene when the little girl, in the dress is walking like tears in her eyes, like death and destruction around her.
This is another anime character's origins.
Oh my god, yes it is.
But yeah, it literally just says like, I know a lot of people die because of my choice. I have to live with that, but this could be the next step to humanity, saving humanity. Even though it doesn't look like we have a win, we have a capture. Like we captured her. Let's just like, you trust us. We can go in there. We might be able to actually progress.
Yeah, these are like some of the most like dark protagonists that you could have in a series. Like Erwin in particular is like super fucking ruthless.
Yeah,
he's really. I mean, he's badass. We love Erwin.
I want to see him go.
He's Jotaro.
I want to see him go out there and like actually try to fight. But
maybe one day.
So Eren ends up beating the shit out of Annie. Like, and she tries to escape through the wall. We said, and like Mikasa just like slices her fucking fingers and like does a literal like flex of just like she basically does the Johnny Cage Mortal Kombat movie where this is the part where you fall down and like made her fall.
It's so cool. Yeah, she like cuts her fingers off as she's falling and then she steps on her face and she's like fall. It's so bad.
There's also Eren was like going through like, I'm not sure if this was just his body regenerating with the sense of heat going through there to regenerate his body, or just a weird heat power he has.
Yeah, so Eren gets like clobbered, like totally beat up by Annie. Yeah. And then this is when he goes like Super Saiyan. Do you want me to be honest?
Yes.
This is never really addressed.
Okay.
So whatever you assume, like your idea of it being like regeneration, honestly, like
it seemed like his like the heat on his body was doing more damage to her for a change, where the heat never really does any damage to anybody.
Yeah, because like he grabs her face and like she screams. Like it sounds like she's screaming from the burning.
Yes, because like literally, because like you see that it just steam, but you see it looks like molten, like.
Yeah, so this isn't really brought up ever again.
It had like molten veins kind of going. Yeah,
this isn't like a power, like, you know what I mean? It's not like one of those things where this is like a power up or something. But this is just like a thing that's happening.
But you could see where I was get that idea.
That's why I wanted to like bring it up now, because like I kind of forgot about it like when I was watching through the rest of the series, and I'm always like, oh yeah, Eren does have like a Super Saiyan moment here for some reason.
He heats up.
But it's badass. The animation's incredible in this sequence.
I'm probably thinking that because I've been reading through like Red Hood Hunters Guild, and the character Lee had like a heat up power like that. So I'm just like, maybe like can Eren have that actual power? But no, he doesn't.
Not really. It's just a thing that happens in this fight because it's pretty badass.
Yeah, and then he eats out Annie. Finally.
Well, he's about to like totally.
Well, everybody thinks he's going to just eat her whole, but they
think that he's like totally primal, like he's totally reverted to like
his eyes do change from like green to blue, and he like, bites her out and then just stop. He stops. Like Eren notices her, and then like she crystallizes, and like they're saying, "Oh, they're fusing," which is a weird thing to say. I'm not sure like they were fusing or she was just trying to crystallize him with her, like a predator kind of like exploding himself kind of thing.
Yeah, because like they both start melting together. It's really weird.
Yeah, and then but no, Eren gets saved by his second dad Levi, who gets him out, and like a true Chad, like easily.
Oh yeah, he's great.
And then gets him out, and then we see the new town statue of the two Titans doing intercourse with each other.
It is really hilarious how Eren's Titan corpse is like right on top of Annie.
It's very sexual.
I mean, the bones will go away soon. The bones won't last.
They'll erect a statue in memorial for that. So yeah, and then they basically just bring Annie way super underground. So that's
they tie her up with metal ropes. They can't she gets out.
They can't break through. Eren wakes up and just like consumes all his food. This like the scouts survive, and
they have a little like trial scene where there's like a tribunal or whatever that's mad at Erwin.
Yeah, we mentioned when we were talking about Erwin, just like basically saying this is a step forward for humanity. This is our like it may seem like a double, like a positive and a negative, but like we think this can be the next step towards humanity and like how we can use Eren.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of a win and a loss.
Yeah, and it's funny because like so much of this season is like about like failing or like having like a tiny victory.
It's very much like a war where like you can get tiny victories, but you get cataclysmic, terrible like losses of like so many people dying, like the after effects of war, like the soldiers that just lose their humanity kind of thing, and like
we see characters
the PTSD of characters that like still have their humanity but like want to get the dead bodies back, but sometimes you don't have time to drag the dead. Like you get like, every kind of aspect of war that happened, especially in like World War II, is like prominent in this.
Yeah, it's just I think really smart. It's really smartly written. It's just really fun. It's really exciting. Attack on Titan's not like I don't see it as like high literature. I don't think it's like the greatest anime ever, but I think like what it does is like a fun action shonen.
Yes,
it does it like better than most.
And it has intrigue, like the mystery and intrigue going in there.
Yeah, and comparing it to like longer running shonen, I think it's really interesting too. Because like what I get out of like a Hunter x Hunter is something totally different from what I get out of this.
Yes.
Like, and I think the anime adaptation in particular is like really good at making these incredible moments that you just always think about.
It's kind of funny just like compare because like going through like JoJo Party and going through another series that has supposed to be a lot of intrigue and mystery going in through it, and I'm curious to see like how it can compare to like something that we've been reading for a long time and like hitting and missing on a lot of it. So I'm curious to see how Attack on Titan handles their mysteries and intrigue and see if it's satisfying, especially hearing like a lot of people's thoughts about the ending not being. I don't know. I just know people are very like middle ground about it. Yeah,
I would say there's I maybe a lot more negative. Speaking, I would say predominantly negative reactions to the ending.
So, it's curious to see like if it's was a mystery that caused it or just the ending. So I'm curious to see like how that happens.
You'll find out.
I know.
You will definitely. Your answer will be answered. Your question will be answered.
Your question will be questioned.
Your question will be questioned. But speaking of mysteries, I do want to talk about the Titan in the wall that we see.
The Beast Titan?
At the end, we see a Titan in the wall.
I've seen a picture of the Beast Titan forever ago. I don't think the face looked like that, but I could be wrong.
I would say that you're barking up the wrong tree.
What?
With your theories.
That is the Beast Titan.
You'll find on next episode.
Titan, but like, this is kind of short to be the Colossal Titan peeking through the wall. It looked like half a Colossal Titan.
I guess it was about halfway, right?
Yeah, it looked like because it wasn't all the way up to the top of the wall. It looked like maybe at like almost like halfway where Annie climbed up.
Yeah. The one thing though is
the face looked like Colossal Titan, but I'm like they're gonna call him Beast Titan. Like it could have been the monkey because the face kind of looked like a weird. It looked like Colossal but off. Like I guess maybe it's like how much they showed or just the weird spot.
It is like showed. A little. They just give you like a little tease. It's like a little.
It's just funny though. Just like.
It is really funny. I remember that being really divisive, like when season 1 came out, where people were like, "Oh, this is dumb." It is kind of dumb, but it's also based.
Sure,
it's also based.
So, other than that, but yeah, really cool fucking fight.
I really think like this arc is super strong.
Yeah,
it's almost like I wish the other arc wasn't as long because I think this arc does like it doesn't hit the same exact beats, but like. It does like a whole arc in like 3 episodes. It's super satisfying.
Gotta have the backstory of the Eren and like his elite squad.
It's true. I mean, I know why they spend longer. I know why long arcs exist, but
if they're dealing with because there's 2 different times they have to deal with a female Titan, and it kind of feels like blend together because she's only like not transformed for like. I wish he did more with her in human mode, taking out people, that would have been like really cool just to watch more of that. Because we only see her kill one person and immediately transforms back.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely safer to be in Titan mode.
I know, but it just like you feel like it'd been cool to see like because she had to like at least be in human mode for a little while.
And you never see like
she could just
humans fight each other. That's like the one thing. Like they're all on the same side, so they don't have reason to fight.
We've almost seen it like with Mikasa, but like that's it.
Yeah, it's like I'd love to see like two guys with the ODM gear.
I mean, when we get to that whole fucking military shit, because we know the military police are fucking sketchy. Are probably gonna have some kind of like come to blow with the scouts essentially. So,
we this is like early on, but when Armin is trying to like recruit Annie, he talks about like wanting to do a civil war, basically. Like,
yeah,
he literally says we have guns.
Yeah, they basically mentioned too about like even when we first introduced into all like the classes, it's like they're like our relationship with the military police is going to come to blow, and like Eren is probably going to be the reason why now. There's always this tension. But, like, now Eren's existence threatens, like, probably will break out, like, civil war for Eren.
Yeah, it really is, like, setting up a future conflict.
And as we learned, like the military police just want people just to sit there. The best, like, Titan killers, or the potential ones, just want to get them to sit there and do nothing. And why? And now they want Eren. Would they actually dissect him and kill him? Probably not. They probably want to use him as a weapon or something for something mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever that is... Especially with all the fucking black market shit that's going on. So, one thing we didn't talk about was the flashbacks Annie was having.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for remembering.
About the bad dad that are probably bad doctors, too.
Bad dad, doctor dad.
Bad dad, doctor dads.
As you said. Yes, so we get it in the very beginning of the arc where Annie's like having a dream about her dad.
There were no syringes in her dreams, but
no.
It's just because what we saw from the first episode, Annie was she in the town that Eren was in, or was she just like in the refugees when they got across the next wall?
In the refugee camp, yeah. So we see Annie.
So I'm not sure where she lived at, but
so she basically early on she did mention that her dad taught her how to fight. So this is like consistent, and we see him basically training her how to do like her epic punches.
Muay Thai.
Yeah, her Muay Thai, and. So he does, so then at the very end, we see the other flashback. I think I might have written it down. He says, like, very specific things. So he says, promise that you will return to her.
Yeah.
That's really, like...
Sus.
Huh. Like, what does he mean?
Did she live in the wall? Did she live outside the walls? Wherever Eren's dad went, essentially?
Yeah, I don't know. Like...
The League of Bad Dads is gonna, like, convene with the other fucking Titans dads?
But no, I like these scenes a lot because it just like it gives Annie like a kind of motivation.
Because when he rips like the neck off, she's crying because she's thinking about it.
Yeah, and then that's why
she'll never see her dad.
I think it's like right before she crystallizes. It says like come back. That's like when her dad says the line like promise you'll come back. So
and like forgive him and everything.
Yeah, it's very like to me that reads as like a self-defense thing. Like she definitely like cares more about saving her own life than like. Whatever, like she values her own life. Yeah. In this scene,
she doesn't want to be like prisoner and never be able to break her promise or
get killed Either,
yeah.
Because it looked like Eren was probably gonna just munch on her.
Maybe or maybe not. We don't know. They kind of got interrupted. And like, did she do that intentionally with the crystal thing, or was it just like
like a reflex?
A reflex, or like a because Eren didn't have like a defense mechanism, I guess, or like. I don't know. Cause she was able to control like the heart in her body up, so maybe it was just her power. Or I'm not. Cause like again, I think one thing I said I'm worried about like if we were watching the other fights with other Titans, like will they also have that defense going, or will they have the same thing if it's constantly covering their necks? The ones that aren't like the like armored Titan, I guess, can have a bullshit reason why he doesn't do that because armor.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna be interesting. So.
Yes.
And I think that's it. I just want to talk like MVP of season 1 because I really tend to like Armin and Jean. I think they're the best. My favorite two.
I agree with you. I really like Jean. Like Jean's a character I remember I really gravitated.
He had the most character development out of anybody.
Yeah, like especially he has this one moment where he's looking at like when he jumps into action and he looks at the other like military police guys, he's like, oh, this could have been me. How cringe! Like I could have been like a pussy that doesn't fight for my friends, but here I am, a big Chad
running towards the fucking fight while they're standing and watching. Yeah, he definitely goes through the most arc. Like, I don't like. I'm not made to like Eren or Mikasa.
I think
they're both psychos.
Yes,
and not like
you're
cool,
totally valid.
Not like Levi or like Erwin psycho, where they're like still doing good stuff or like still show humanity. Where like,
do you think you'd have that opinion if they didn't have the scene where they killed men when they were 8 years old?
That scene with her like interrogating fucking like in the tunnels with Eren was like she was like looked like a psychopath.
She did look like also kind of like she had given up her humanity
again
in that scene again.
She didn't have her. She had her trauma scarf on. But yeah, like even Eren's just like there are times where he just like completely goes unhinged even before he goes in like in Titan mode, and then there's just signs where he just pussies out.
Yeah,
he's flip flops all the time.
For me, yeah, no, I agree with you. I think Eren is like maybe like I think he kind of fluctuates from being likable because like. You're the one that you're kind of supposed to like sympathize with him, and like when he can't turn into a Titan, you're supposed to be like, oh, that's sad. But like you're right, he's kind of a crazy person.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, I'm so happy I'm making all these new friends and everything. Oh no, they're threatening me. What are they threatening me? Like because he just transformed to a Titan. Yeah, you gotta think about that shit that happens.
Yeah, it's kind of like he just keeps getting thrust in these situations. Like he gets kidnapped by Annie. I just want you to like. Have a little tally in your head of like, okay, Eren's been kidnapped.
Eren kidnapped tally.
Eren's been kidnapped once. All right, just remember. Wait, has it happened? I don't even once. It's only once.
Is Levi cutting him out and grabbing him out of there count as kidnapping?
It was a partial kidnapping.
Partial kidnapping. And then yeah, Armin's also like my other MVP because he's just like the most interesting because like he goes through like being a scared character like Eren is. But like gets hardened up a little bit and just becomes like the brains, and I really like when he's on there because he's so like he just figured everything out and it's like and planned shit, and I like that. And he's like literally the guy who had to do all the plans while Eren cries and Mikasa just like simps.
He's like the most clever. Like the scene when he tricks Annie by screaming about like we learned in this episode.
We didn't catch it.
We didn't learn it earlier, but. Yeah. Apparently in training camp, Eren's nickname was like suicidal bastard or something.
Yeah.
So Armin said that and it caused Annie to pause. And this was like showing how like big brained Armin is. So yeah, it's cool that he's like physically not strong. Like he physically can't fight really.
Yeah.
But he's able to like create these like 4D chess scenarios. Like the plan with Annie, even though it failed, it was still like really clever.
Yeah.
He kind of sees through people too. Like he sees through Erwin kind of being like a little too okay with letting people die.
Yeah, he's the most like right-minded character that can like kind of see through the bullshit but still acts human for the most part. Like he does these plans, but he does it regarding they're trying to get like the change or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially that last arc, I kind of just enjoy seeing Armin a lot. Like Armin and Jean together, just like my favorite duo.
Yeah, he also, like, him and Annie pair really well because he clearly, like, cares for Annie, and it's, like, painful for him to have to confront this, but he's still willing to do it, where Eren is, like, totally in denial, and he won't.
He go in denial, but even, like, he'll see people die and then go into rage. It's just, like, Eren is, like, all over the place. He's, like, bipolar.
Yeah, kind of. He really is, like, insanely motivated by just wanting to kill Titans.
Yeah.
But he's also incredibly naive at the same time.
It's weird. Do you have a specific MVP or do you kind of agree with my picks?
I kind of agree with you. I think Jean definitely steps up, especially because the way we're presented with Jean, he just feels like a pampered, like...
Yeah, like he starts out like that, and then he just becomes, like...
He earns his, like, arc. He really earns his character arc.
Yeah.
I mean, I like... There's other characters I like more, but they don't really get any time to shine in Season 1, like...
Yeah, like I said, like, you gotta say Season 1 MVP.
Like, Reiner's a character I really like, but he only really gets, like... a few scenes where he's kind of a badass against Annie. He has a funny scene where he likes Krista. Reiner's a character that, like, unfortunately just doesn't get too much time in Season 1.
Yeah, like I said, there's half the characters in the class. Like, Connie got a moment in, like, the first arc, and that was, like, it. Ymir is there.
Ymir is just there.
Yeah, Ymir is there.
And Krista has, like, one scene, but
she had two scenes. She had 2 scenes. She had helping Sasha that one time, and
that's right.
and then
She did
grabbing the
help
horses.
Sasha. Okay, she had
and
2 scenes.
Sasha's there to panic and eat. She's the Kobeni of Attack on Titan.
Basically,
like no shit. That'd be a good combination cosplay of like Kobeni Sasha.
Kobeni Sasha. You just Kobeni in
Kobeni
like, the
as
scout uniform.
Oh my god, it'd be so good. Just breaking her fucking like blades or fucking it up.
It's funny because in Chainsaw Man we see Kobeni's go to the knife. Like, remember she fights the snake devil girl with the knife?
I can't imagine her trying to fucking do the 3D maneuver here.
Yeah, I think I agree. Jean is a standout. I mean, yeah, it's hard because like there's like I want Mikasa. Like,
I love her. Like her, I got that. Like, I love the design of her. Like in the sewer, just like without the jacket. And I was like,
she looks great.
She has such a good design, but she is just a psycho, like tsundere simp. Or nice yandere simp, sorry.
Yeah,
she's literally will kill a bitch for him. And it's just like
you just want I want Mikasa to have maybe like 1 or 2 more scenes where she just cares about something that isn't Eren.
I want to see her care like about other people. Like even every time she's another character, she's really like, oh, Eren, and then goes off by herself. Yeah. I'm just like,
even if it was herself, like even if she showed like that she was a little selfish, that'd be interesting.
Like, even like it only got a little bit when she was with Levi, but then again but the whole thing was just like her like trying to get Eren. Like, she didn't think calmly or rationally with like Eren's in the way.
I guess that's something. Yeah, it's about how like she's good when she's not being blinded by her like infatuation.
Yeah.
But she gets like mega time with Eren. Like she grabs his hand. There is hand holding.
Oh man,
there's copious hand holding in these final few episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
After she interrogated Eren about like, you like Annie, don't you, Squidward?
That part is really funny. Mikasa has these moments where she gets like her big eyes that are hyper serious, and
I'm just like, man, I like Armin's more in there than Eren. So she tripped Eren that one time, and that was it.
Yeah. Okay, so for my MVP, I'm gonna go Levi, just because like he's epic and based, and he does have some of my favorite moments. I think like the part when he's with the dying soldier in his intro, and
it's a very good part.
When he's like grieving over what's her face?
I did like when like,
Petra.
That Levi is definitely number 3, but I think like he's like that little bit towards the end of that arc was really good. With like especially him with the other soldiers saying like. Yeah, I still got something from him. Like,
yeah, it's cool. Like, what I like about Levi, and we get a little tease of it in the beginning, or when they introduce him in like in the middle of the show or in the middle of the season. They say that he was like a crime lord, basically.
He basically like, this like he was a local like thug essentially.
Yeah, he was like a shithead, and he like was recruited and has totally like devoted himself to this.
Erwin's like, I like you. You're joining my squad, and just like his charisma is at max, and just like
he won him over. Yeah. So, and I think it's I don't know. It makes me really intrigued with his character. I want to learn more.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I liked Armin's and Jean's arc a lot more than the little bit we got with the Levi's came off really cool though in the first season. Not saying I hate him. I say he came off really good. So
yeah. Overall, season 1, I think it's great. This is great anime.
I hope Mikasa can improve though, but I highly doubt it because I think her whole character is just simping.
She's a big simp. She just can't help but love her boy. She has one. I mean, if I was Mikasa, well, I certainly wouldn't be into Eren. There's so many other characters that I would rather simp over.
This little boy.
Like Krista or Annie.
Like I said, Ymir and Krista. It's just the tall girl.
Gals being pals.
Gals being pals, they're called. Gals being pals. Gal pals.
Gal pals, Sam.
Oh God, Ymir better not be Christian. So, anything else then? Overall, I think I can't really make predictions because I am pretty I'm pretty sure we have the mystery of the basement. The other, at least the 2 Titans that we've seen, and the Beast Titan that you're supposed to be the third, that one that peeking through. But there's 3 Titans, I guess, that we're not going to know about.
I will say that they did actually give us a little teaser. I didn't notice this until the rewatch, actually. But they showed like all the side squad members for a second on horses. And that's kind of a bit of a teaser for like next season.
More horses?
Yeah, we get more time with them.
We're definitely going... I'm pretty confident they're going at least to the basement at some point, so that means they're going to have to ride out to back there, and pray to God that no one other Titan's going to chase after them that they know about.
All right, so I want you to do right now, we're going to put your money on the table. I want you to predict who you think are Titans. So this will be So Sasquatch. Okay, but I want you to like name each one. Like I want you to finger point and like boom, boom, boom.
I'm bad with names, though. I know Reiner's gonna be Colossal.
Okay.
Which one?
So we got Reiner. So okay, I'll tell you who your Sasquatch is.
Okay.
There's Annie, Reiner, Bertold.
Bertold's gonna
Marco.
Bertold, I think, is gonna be Beast.
Okay, because the bear.
Okay, bear. And either Marco is not dead, and that's just a fucking mystery. It's going to be a huge fucking moment for Gene in the next season. It will be armored, or it's going to be that Joshu guy.
Marlowe.
So just to have it. So they're not all in Eren's squad. It's just like some of them. Since he's slightly older, he could maybe be like what do they call like one of the ones that attacked when Eren was a kid.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So if Marco's actually dead.
Big scare quotes around dead.
If he's really dead, then I think it would be that guy.
All right.
Because of the reason why Annie wanted to defend him, other than just teach him a lesson. Maybe she's a Titan working on her own in a weird way. I don't know. I don't know the politics of these fucking Titans.
That's like the fun mystery.
And then the fucking eye piercing out of the wall.
I do have to say, I will not spoil anything, but like the mysteries I feel like of the show are pretty well like taken care of. It's not like you're not gonna get like any humongous big hang on mysteries.
I'm not gonna get any to join, forget stuff.
Yeah, nothing is like significantly dropped.
Okay.
There's a lot of like critique about the writer like making stuff as he goes along, but I think you could make a strong argument that he had a lot of it planned.
Yeah.
But we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. Okay. Be out with that.
I would say, for just like a final rating, I think I would rate season 1 as like a solid, like strong 8 to like a light 9 out of 10.
I was gonna say 8.5.
Yeah,
a solid 8.5 because there are some moments that drag and some moments that the animation is hilariously like non-existent.
I think especially like when you're introducing so many characters, it's gonna get like your pacing is gonna take a big hit, and like I feel like it hasn't quite found itself yet. Like it needs to grow a little bit.
As you know, large cast of characters, I tend to like blank on a lot of names. Like
that's why I always point at the screen and say that's Ymir, because it's hard at first, and I want to.
Well, luckily I can remember her name because I know the guy. Like,
from Smite.
Yeah, the Smite god. Yeah,
that's another connection to part 3.
Yeah, but no, it just like because like Chainsaw Man, like how many? There's so many characters in that like I fucking forget the octopus guy's names. Like.
Well, during what is that arc called? The International Assassins arc. Yeah. They just introduced like literally a dozen new characters.
I'm like, if you're not Quan Chi, why would I remember your name?
Like, actually, they might introduce like close to 20 if you include all of Quan Chi's squad.
Because it's like not like JoJo where like they'll use like the references names or just like American names. I can remember them easier than like having Japanese names and like that character's name's Santa Claus. I can remember that easily. Like or like Dr. Stone, I have a tough time remembering like. I remember a lot of Dr. Stone characters, but like some of them are just like who I forget your name.
A lot of them, especially like in Dr. Stone, a lot of the characters they introduced are named like they're Japanese names of elements,
or
like stones. So it's like if they were in English, I would know them, but because they're Japanese, like I'm gonna mix them all up.
Luckily, Chrome is a Chad, so
because what's like Ginro and Kinro, that's like gold and bronze, maybe
gold or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah,
I know one's gold, but
yeah, no,
and yeah, or you remember the best girl Nikki because that's an American name. Easy. But it's just like this, especially this one where like new characters introduced just to fucking die shortly after.
Yeah, there's like a good amount of that. In season 1.
The one like, who the fuck is Mike? And why are you name dropping his character named Mike that doesn't do anything?
Mike is the guy that smells. He's the guy that can smell the Titans.
Sure.
He sniffs good.
That's the sniffer one. I literally forgot because he's literally disappears until he has to team up with Levi.
I think they could have really cut the cast down.
Yeah,
like you could have easily. So remember how
there's only 2 real important members of Levi's squad, which is Petra and the
Hanji.
Yeah.
Remember how like when Pixis came and they had like the squad that was supposed to go out with Eren on his first like transformation.
Yeah.
Why couldn't that have just been like Petra and like if you really wanted to like consolidate characters, you could have made that Petra and whatever Orlu, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Like you could have just consolidated things a little bit more.
Yeah, instead of having that random girl with them to kind of monitor him.
She like just becomes like the main character for an episode. It's really funny.
That's great.
Like I mean it's interesting, but it's also like Did she die even? I forget.
No, she lived because she's at the trial.
That's right, she is at the trial. But, like, we don't see her for the rest of the season, so it's like, she's barely a character.
Doesn't show up again after that.
I almost kind of respect that the writer does that. Like, he's just like, you know what, I'm going to create a new character that is never going to show up again.
It'd be like Hunter x Hunter.
Literally.
Hey, you're the character named Gyro. He's super important. See ya. Goodbye.
I was going to make a joke about the fucking Phantom Troop not showing up for a bit, but you just went for the throat. Like, Gyro, a character that literally just gets a whole episode in the anime. Like, I think it's like 2 chapters in the fucking manga. Just never shows up again.
I mean, the Phantom Troop...
in the middle of a huge arc.
At least, like, a good chunk of the Phantom Troop do show up in, like, different halves, especially, like, at different points in time. And when they show up, it's, like, the best part.
Yes.
In both arcs that they're in. But even you get the new characters that show up just for the arc, like any the Chimera Ant arc, you get the actual like chimeras that actually team up with them. It's like they're great. I love their characters and like
yeah, I mean comparing
even like
this show to Hunter x Hunter, it's like Hunter x Hunter's like better. Like Hunter x Hunter's like a better story.
Yeah, especially going through Chimera Ant arc and just all these characters that I fucking love. Even like the arc after like the election arc with like Killua's sister. I fucking loved her so much.
She's great.
So good. And like these are just new characters that you're just like introducing us to. Even like a lot of the Zodiac, like the members are like really like
it's a good Hunter x Hunter is really great. I would love for more of it to exist.
I know.
But I understand why it doesn't.
I'm really hesitant. Not only did I lose my notes for that for like I was reading for that last arc, but like I'm kind of hesitant to like read the last arc just because it's not done.
To catch up to Hunter x Hunter is like a curse to me.
I would just want to talk about the fight, and that's it, really, because that's like I can talk an hour about that fight. We might just do that.
I know, I'm with you.
Because that's literally the most important thing before it's just a lot of text, words. It
just becomes a book.
Yeah, but
all right, that's our Hunter x Hunter discussion for the Attack on Titan.
That's our Hunter x Hunter podcast.
So yeah, but yeah, Attack on Titan. Good. I love it.
I'm excited to finally get to new content.
I think it does a freaking epic hype all the time. It makes me excited. There's so many scenes I can't wait to watch you experience.
Yeah, I'm happy that season 2 is shorter.
Yeah, no, season 2 is gonna feel like really breezy.
Good.
It's basically like kind of one big arc, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you probably do the math of like how we're gonna divide it up, but
yeah,
because it might be like 1 or 2 episodes, maybe 3.
It'll probably be 2 or 3.
So.
Alrighty then. Well, I think we're gonna end.
Are we gonna plug up put the boulder in the hole and plug it up?
Boulder, yeah, plug that boulder in the hole.
Oh god, I'm glad we actually have a good transition for that now. For this, it's very fitting. Thank you all very much for listening to the first season of this. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that nice, beautiful stuff. You can join the Discord. You can follow the podcast on Twitter, and you can follow me and Jim separately on Twitter.
I am at King Protus.
And I am at Go-ttack, and I think that's about everything, right?
Yeah, thank you all. This was really fun.
Yes.
I like Attack on Titan. I love doing the show.
Yes, I'm glad we got a little like special image for this.
Yes,
as well.
Extremely cool. Look at us right now. We're hunched over, being extremely serious.
My beautiful little kappa legs.
I just want to talk about this image again. I love how like trauma scarred you look.
Hey, I got the trauma scarf. Okay.
You look like a little You're like traumatic. It's so funny.
And who am I simping over? Because if I had the Mikasa trauma scarf. Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen.
From Jujutsu Kaisen.
Because that was what I was simping over in that.
All right. Well,
but yeah, thanks again.
Thank you again. Yeah.
I wish we go back and have one for like Hunter x Hunter would have been great, but in hindsight.
Oh, you just got me so excited to have.
But maybe for future stuff, who knows?
I love the idea. For
whatever future series we go to after Attack on Titan. My choice.
Yes, definitely. I can't wait. Oh my god. My mind is what's the word? Racing with fun ideas of having background images of us. All right. And with that, we're going to bid you adieu this one last time. Join us for season 2.
Yes, as we peek our eyes through the holes in the wall at season 2.
All right. Goodbye.
Good night. Goodbye.